Hey there, my name is Wally Khan with KNIME, and today we're going to be talking about resolving common certificates errors. So when we use KNIME Server or Analytics Platform to integrate with other systems, we'll occasionally run into an issue with certificates. KNIME uses Java under the hood, and if Java recognizes the signing body for a certificate, everything runs smoothly. But if Java doesn't recognize the signing body, it will throw an error. This is common when using self-signed certificates. The error we get states something about PKIX path building failed, unable to find valid certification path. Whenever we see this error, we need to import the certificate into our Java ca-certs file. If you're getting this error when installing KNIME extensions or after following these steps, you're likely behind a proxy that is denying the request or has many rotating certificates. Let's open up our analytics platform to see an example. Here I'm making a REST call to a KNIME server that has a self-signed certificate. And when I run this post node, I'll get a PKIX error back in the console. I'm using the KNIME server as an example, but this could happen when integrating with any service like Tableau, Power BI, or a database. To resolve this issue, we just need to import our certificates into a ca-certs file. The easiest way to get our certificate is to download it using a browser. I'm using Chrome here. I just need to go to a URL I'm trying to integrate with, which is a KNIME server in this case. And you can see that even Chrome doesn't like our certificate. To get our certificate, click the Not Secure on the left side of the nav bar, or you might have a lock symbol if you've already trusted the certificate in your browser. I'll drag the certificate file onto my desktop to get a .cer certificate. Now that we have our certificate, we need to import it into our ca-certs file. KNIME Analytics Platform and executors come packaged with their own JRE, but KNIME Server depends on an external Java installation. For complete coverage, we'll want to import the downloaded certificate into all locations. The process is the same in either case. To import the certificates into knime-ap, we need to go to our installation directory in a terminal. I'm on a Mac, so it's under Applications, KNIME, Contents, Eclipse, and then Plugins, org.knime.binary.jre.macosx, some version for our KNIME Analytics Platform, which will contain our ca-certs file. On Windows and Linux, this directory is different. See the path that I put on the screen. Then we'll run this command, keytool-import-trustcacerts-alias, and this alias is arbitrary. I'm just calling it KNIME server, -file and path to our downloaded .cer certificate, -keystore, and we want to import into the ca-certs file in this directory. We need to enter the keystore's password, which is changeit by default, and then hit yes. This should be good enough for just the analytics platform, but we'll do the same for our other Java environments, like the KNIME server, for full coverage. I have a KNIME server running, and I'll import the certificate here as well. I'll navigate to where Java is installed, /user lib jvm java 11 openjdk amd64 in my case, and in there will be a lib security directory containing our ca-certs file. We'll run the same command as before and go test. So keytool-import-trustcacerts-alias and any alias, -file and path to our .cer file, which I SCP'd over onto this server already, -keystore and our path to our ca-certs file, which is in this current directory. Enter the password, which is changeit by default. So we're done with importing. Let's go back to our analytics platform to test. I'll run the same post node again, and now we'll see that it goes through okay without an error in the console. In this video, we've seen how to import certificates into KNIME. This is a common issue we'll come across when integrating with self-signed certificates on other systems. If you have any questions, feel free to put them into the comments section, and thanks for watching.